Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to talk about business that looks like job help on the surface, but is really about labor supply, turnover, and hiring risk. Staffing agencies, temp service, and labor leasing. The first slide shows two staffing brands operating in the same warehouse environment, which is important because high turnover industry often support multiple labor suppliers at once. The visible product here is jobs. The hidden business is renting access to workers in industries where employers expect the churn. Now, this slide introduces the common public idea of temporary staffing. You walk in, they match you to work, and you shake hands on an opportunity. That matters because most workers think the agency is simply helping them get a job. But the deeper reality is that the agency often stands between the worker and the company, keeps control over the relationship, and gets paid more than the worker owns. The visible product here is job placement. The hidden business is labor intermediation. Now, this page is one of the strongest in this deck because it lays out the step by step process. Employers request, recruiter sourcing, screening and qualification, interview, placement, onboarding, payroll and compliance, plus support. That matters because it shows that staffing firms are not just matching people to openings, they are running a pipeline. The visible product here is a worker showing up. The hit business is controlling the full labor flow from request to payroll. Now, this slide shows the people behind the storefront, the recruiters, coordinators, and employer facing staff who keep the system moving. That matters because the agency real product is not the front desk promise. It is the back office machines that find workers, fills orders, handles problems, and keeps clients satisfied. The visible product here is a staffing office. The hit business is managing churn at scale. This slide introduces an important but overlooked distinction: employee leasing versus temporary staffing. That matters because all labor middlemen are not exactly the same. Some models are about short term assignment and replacement, others are about placing workers under a co employment or leasing structure. The visible product here is labor help. The hit business is deciding how much responsibility the client company wants to keep and how much it wants to outsource. Now, this image shows the staffing agency sales pitch from the employer side, alleviating understaffing challenges. That matters because employers are often not buying workers in the abstract, they are buying relief. The visible product here is a worker in a hard hat with a microphone. The hidden business is selling speed and staffing flexibility to companies that cannot or do not want to hire directly fast enough. Now, this image is crucial because it brings in the worker backlash. The protest banner states it wants respect, equality, and fair play for agency workers. That matters because the temp model is controversial for a reason. The visible product here is opportunity. The hidden business can involve lower pay, weaker protections, and workers feeling disposable when the agency and client both benefit from the arrangement. This image shows the agency liaison or supervisor role on the warehouse floor. That matters because staffing companies often do more than recruit. They may send someone on site to manage attendance, communicate with supervisors, and buffer friction between temps and management. The visible product here is oversight. The hidden business is keeping the labor pipeline stable enough to preserve the client account. This collage is very useful because it shows several sides of the model at once: job fairs, customer facing staffing tables, warehouse visits, and meetings with supervisors. That matters because the agency lives on both sides of the labor market. The visible product is community recruiting and employer outreach. The hidden business is converting labor demand into recurring billable orders. This slide expands the lane beyond warehouses and into government adjacent staffing. The image argues that federal workforce reductions can create opportunities for government staffing agencies. That matters because when direct workforces shrink, contractors and staffing intermediators often see new demand. The visible product here is government hiring support. The hidden business is capturing labor needs that move outside traditional direct employment. This slide shows a group of professional workers in a meeting setting, which help connects temp staffing to higher skill and government facing roles. That matters because many people think temp work is only warehouse or light industrial labor. But the model can also extend into clerical, project, contract, and government adjacent staffing. The visible product here is professional placement. The hidden business is supplying talent without requiring a permanent headcount. This image shows the actual temp worker on assignment in the warehouse aisle, clipboard in hand, doing the work that makes the whole model billable. That matters because the worker is the unit of revenue. The visible product here is labor being performed. The hidden business is turning hours work into spread revenue between what the client pays and what the worker earns. Now, this slide brings in the second chance theme very clearly with temp agencies that hire previous felons and finding your second chance. That matters because temp agencies often serve people who need income fast and cannot easily access direct hire work. The visible product here is a second chance. The hidden business is opening a labor pool that other employers may hesitate to touch directly. Now, this slide shows a worker loading a bin alongside warehouse work robots. That matters because the future of temp staffing is not just manual labor in old facilities, it is also human labor inserted into partially automated systems. The visible product here is a worker doing a task. The hidden business is supplying flexible human labor wherever automation still has gaps. This image is strong because it expands the categories beyond light industrial work. The sign lists finance and accounting, administrative and clerical support, IT and engineering, light industrial and skilled trades, along with direct hire, temp to hire, and temporary work. That matters because the staffing model is broader than warehouse work. The visible product here is professional recruiting. The hidden business is monetizing employment flexibility across many labor tiers. This slide shows your younger professional workers in a modern office setting, which fits the point about grads getting hired without direct support. That matters because temp to hire and contract staffing often become the side door into white collar work. The visible product here is an early career opportunity. The hidden business is letting employers test people before offering stability. This final slide closes perfectly with the classic staffing storefront. Jobs now hiring, open interviews. That matters because this is how the whole business is experienced on the street. For someone who needs money quickly and does not have work, the staffing office represents hope. The visible product here is immediate opportunity. The hidden business is a labor pipeline that turns urgency, instability, and employer caution into a profitable middleman role. Thank you.